you know, it could be a $30 pair of socks. $30 is not unattainable, but you still have it and it makes you feel fantastic. But how are you guys like sort of forging forward within each of your brands to kind of offer the luxury but make it seem like it's something that it doesn't seem that it's out of reach, something that you can have and that you should have?
I think what the golf market has done great, and I think certainly your brand and I think at Fairway and Zero, and Chris is not here, but I'll give him kudos for his brand too. I think what we've all done is we've been able to, what I'm going to call better product, we've added luxury details to it, and we've made it special. And, you know, for me, that may be a little pick-stitch detailing on a cashmere sweater. It may be the way we line the inside of our trouser. You know, we've taken details that are inherent to luxury and we've added them to better products. And it's given the customer, since maybe they can't afford luxury anymore, it's let them feel like they still have that in their life, and it's still a part of their style.
You know, actually, you just said something that clicked for me, and I think what is happening right now is the return to true luxury. Because for a long time, it was just about, like, you know, slapping a Louis Vuitton logo on something, and somehow that was supposed to make it luxury, and that was supposed to make it special and amazing, but really, like, they were just turning them out, and that wasn't luxury. It was kind of just mass market. And I think what you're saying is going back to, like, the details and the things that really make something luxury, as opposed to just, like, a company trying to, like, charge you an arm and a leg for something that doesn't have the quality that it should. You know, I was victim to it. Like, you'd buy that bag, that really expensive bag, you'd carry it around for a month, and then all of a sudden the leather would go and it didn't feel right. So I think what's happening is actually we've had to, like, redefine what luxury truly is and give that to your customer. That's what I think I'm hearing you say.
Well, but I feel like there might be one more step. Hold on a second, sorry. Maybe, do you think that there's more of a heightened awareness within the market of people wanting luxury? I mean, before that used to be something that was completely on it. Most people had no idea that market even existed. But now, cashmere at Target or things like that, you know, the way that the patina of metal poles and things like that, is there a design you know, elevation, do you think, or more of a heightened awareness to what luxury means, do you think, Billy?
I mean, I think a lot of that's faux luxury in my mind.
Of course.
You know, if anyone's ever owned a Scottish cashmere sweater, they'll know what I'm talking about. You know, that sweater is with you for 10 years, and it gets better as it gets older, you know, and they don't overwash it so that it feels good on the sales floor. They intentionally underwash it so that you'll have it for the life, and it'll be something that 10 years from now is not pilling. And, you know, but we're so, like, geared towards, you know, faux luxury, and then also that immediate satisfaction. So I feel it, I love it, it's cashmere, I'll buy it, you know. Meanwhile, you know, it's not going to last a season. It won't last a season. We've all done it. I've done it. You know, we've bought that cheap cashmere, and it's, you know, it's a ball of fur by the time.
Well, I have a cashmere Christmas stocking, which I just had to have at some point. So when I took it out of the box this year, I was like, a cashmere Christmas stocking. That's the most height of impracticality, right? So I completely understand. How are you feeling about the design? You've brought a whole other aesthetic to what something people probably 10 years ago would tell you a golf bag is never going to look like. So how are you feeling about this kind of circling of the design and luxury and everything together?
You know, it's funny because I have a lot of people who come to the booth and they'll say, well, how much do they bags retail for? And we say $335, and they say, oh, that's too much. But what they don't understand is in a luxury product, in a luxury brand, it's going to last you. It's going to last you, like you're saying, you know, as long as you need it to, and it'll hold up. And we had a customer call this year and said, well, you know, my strap is starting to wear. So I called back and said, I'm so sorry about that. You know, what bag is it? The bag she described was 8 years old, and it was just finally starting to give on her, and she plays often. And I was like, that's exactly what I want. That's what luxury is. Luxury is going to last you, and, you know, you're going to feel good about it for a long time.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. I think the golf footwear industry has completely lost its heritage of making great shoes. You know, I at one point in my career
Are they
made
just worrying about flashy shoes, or what's going to be of the moment?
And a price point. You know, I at one point in my career developed a Benchmade golf shoe. And now at this point, well, it's a handmade golf shoe. It's like a Alden shoe or an English shoe, except it has spikes on it. It's made in the traditional method of making a shoe. And I've had this shoe now for 8 years.
Wow.
Okay, and I wear it all the time. And I have other shoes that are you know, made by our golf manufacturers today, and I wear them half the time, and they're done in 2 seasons. The linings are ripping out of them. You know, they're starting to crack along the toe. They're embarrassing to wear. You know, and so if I paid retail for that shoe, it would have cost me $395. And I would, if I bought one of our footwear manufacturers' shoes, and I all due respect to them, they're trying to create a business, but I would have had to buy a new pair of shoes every year at $125 a piece. So I would have spent less money buying the better shoe than replenishing my shoe every year.
I have one other question I'm thinking about, is that golf is inherent to a luxury lifestyle. I mean, is it just one place that it's, you know, it's part of, do you believe it's part of the heritage of golf, is these certain very special products in very certain special settings? I know you probably have quite a few feelings.
I mean, they call it the sport of kings for a reason. You know, I mean, it started as a noble sport. You know, the people that are members at the clubs that we all like, the clubs that are, you know, that
we attain to play at or want to be a part of.
You know, they're the most successful people in the world. You know, so I feel like if we show them a quality product that has value, you know, a shoe that they don't have to buy every 18 months, that they'll buy it. You know, I think sometimes, and I do it myself. You know, I'm a member of the club. I'm the poor guy at the club. You know, and so. You know, when I'm developing stuff, I think, God, will someone pay $225 for the right sweater? The fact is that if it's right and it has value, they'll pay anything for it. You know, but I think sometimes because we've been through such a tough time the past 2 years, we get so driven towards price. You know, and I think what we're all talking about is that people want special things again. That's coming back. We can call it luxury, but it's just special things. You know.
Well, quality merchandise. It's about quality is basically what luxury is.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we should encourage it.
And my final, we're probably running out of time, but my final question is, and do you both feel like technology and luxury can coexist in one product? I mean, I'm finding that's a lot of the new frontier of the show, or a lot of things I'm personally interested in learning more about, is the kind of the marrying of the two kinds of socks.
Actually, I think that's a great question for both of you, obviously, but especially for Keri, because I have to say, when I first came across your bags, I mean, I love them, and I'm willing to walk around with that bag because it looks fabulous, because that's the kind of slave to fashion I am. But I'm sure that you had that initial question from people like, it's so heavy, can I really play 18 holes carrying it? And to see your progression, I think has been like a true marriage of like luxury and technology like coming together for you.
Yeah, and you know, we've been fortunate in the golf bag industry where, you know, technology is getting better, and we can take advantage of those things, and using a different technology to build the bags, and so that they are lighter, and the fabrics are just getting better and smarter. And so, you know, it's a combination of everybody doing a good job and finding the right textiles to bring it all together. Yeah, I mean, we certainly have to pay a lot of attention to the textiles that we're using, so that they're water resistant, pilling resistant, stain resistant, fade resistant. So absolutely.
You have a lot to resist.
Right. So I mean, it's a big thanks to the fabric companies out there that are staying true to doing the right thing. So.
Yeah, I think you know.
Is it a new frontier for you as a designer?
For sure. You know, I mean, working at Zero Restriction, they've been luxury outerwear. You know, they without compromise use the best raw materials and manufactured garments. You know, the best way, without thinking about price or anything like that. So that's been their heritage. And so how do you incorporate that into, you know, if we're going to develop new products, you have to take that same mantra and do it. So yeah, that's my challenge.
I just want to say thank you for giving us the best luxury, the luxury of your time.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, guys.
I really appreciate it, especially at a busy show like this. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. We have another segment today.